Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lital, and I am an independent consultant and executive national vice president with Arbonne. I've owned my Arbonne business for a little bit over 7.5 years. Prior to Arbonne, for 10 years, I handled corporate travel accounts for a company, and it was a pretty comfortable type of job. It was supposed to be a 9 to 5 job, but for anyone that works corporate, you guys totally know that they are lying to you when they tell you it is 9 to 5. There were many days when I went to work early, came home late, brought work home. It was great before kids came along, but after my third, I just couldn't see myself doing that for life. I wasn't necessarily looking for something new or something different when one day I was invited to an Arbonne thing. No joke. My friend who happened to host an Arbonne event for my now mentor invited me. And my first reaction was probably the same reaction that, many people have, which is thank you so much for thinking about me, but absolutely no thank you. I was so not interested. I think human nature, we automatically say no to things that we really don't know what they are. So I was like, this is definitely not for me. And I've never heard of network marketing before. So I would probably say, I think the day of this event, my friend called me up and bribed me with some wine and food. And I was so in. I ended up going last minute, and I was probably one of the people there. There was about 6 of us. And I was one of these people that was sitting, with my arms crossed, thinking I just know it all. And my mentor had all these products out on the table, and she was talking about how she's building this multi-million-dollar business with a company called Arbonne. And it is a health and wellness company, and it's an online business, home-based business. And the entire time, I just remember thinking about how crazy I think she is. And the reason being is because nobody has ever shared with me before that they're building such a big business. So everything that was coming out of her mouth just sounded way too good to be true. I was very skeptical, and I just couldn't see myself ever doing anything like that. But I was so intrigued. I remember after her quick little presentation, I was the only person there who became a preferred client. So basically what that means is that I purchased a few products at a discount, and about 2 weeks after using the products, I called her back and I wanted her to explain the business to my husband and myself. The day that I met her in 2009, I started to dream about the possibilities. I started to dream about Arbonne. I started to dream about what if there's a little tiny percentage of what she's saying, what if it can be true? And it kept me up at night quite a bit. So once I had the meeting with my husband, and she came along and she explained to him what Arbonne is all about and what multi-level marketing is all about, network marketing, he did understand. And in the middle of the presentation, he turned around to me and he said to me, you should totally do this. Just do it. What if this works? So I jumped in. And I started Arbonne with a tiny little vision. I'm talking about it was so small. I didn't see the big potential whatsoever. I'd be lying to you guys if I said I did. And I started Arbonne extremely part-time next to my full-time career. And within 14 months, I ended up matching my monthly income with a company that I worked for 10 years. And that's also when I earned the white Mercedes-Benz from the company. And what I say to people is that the biggest gift that Arbonne gave me and my family was the gift of choice. Because by choice, I was able to quit my full-time career at that point. And a year later, I promoted to the top management level of the company. Now, looking back, my biggest reason for wanting to start my own business, obviously there's a few, but I always, first of all, I wanted to be able to build something around my life, around my 3 kids and my husband, as opposed to the other way around. But the other, part is that I wanted to be able to own something that I can call my own. Like, this is my own business, right? And also, for me today, why I continue to do this and what continues to inspire me is just paying it forward, right? I feel like, if I was able to make this happen for me and my family, and there's so much other evidence of other people just like me, just like you, who were able to get to the top management level, who were able to inspire so many other people to see their greater potential, why not you? So if I'm able to do this, why not you? So that's what kind of gives me the in continuing to move forward with Arbonne, is just inspiring and empowering other people. And my biggest aha moments is, I have a few of them. First of all, 4 years ago, my husband used to own and operate a bunch of franchises in downtown Toronto, where he was working about 70 hours a week. And 4 years ago, we were able to let that go. And today he's able to follow his own passion, and he does something completely different, which he loves. And then last year, I was able to travel to Guatemala. I went on a mission trip with a bunch of other young entrepreneurs, and we did something called the Bunk Bed Project, where we were able to raise over $20,000, and we built, donated, and delivered bunk beds to the slums of Guatemala. And we're talking about, amazing human beings who some of them have never slept on a mattress before. So obviously, being able to be a part of something like that did open up my eyes to a whole brand new passion that I never even knew existed in me. And last year, I was able to travel to Nicaragua with other young professionals, and we were able to raise $50,000, and we did a whole new project. It was, we were building a new extension, like a new wing to a school that will accommodate another 300 kids. So again, in order to be more, in order to do more, in order to give more, you have to help more, which is exactly what I stand for, and which is exactly what Arbonne stands for. So now, if you are a guest who has been forwarded this recording, and if you are watching this, I'm just going to encourage you and ask you to have an open heart, open mind, and really, really listen. And I mean really be present and really listen to what Arbonne is all about, because you just never know. So I'm going to go through Arbonne business presentation. It's going to take about 20 minutes, and I'm going to talk about the company, the product, how we do this business, and what is network marketing. So first, a little bit about our history, the Arbonne story. So Arbonne is actually a 37-year-old company, 37 years of tradition, culture, and roots, but more importantly, 37 years of researching and developing these incredible products that focus on our health and wellness. So up until 2006, Arbonne was actually a US company, and in 2006, they decided it was time for them to start their globalization expansion. They came into Canada, into the UK, into Australia. In 2014, we launched into Poland, and that is our first non-speaking English country. Then we launched into New Zealand, and just a few months back, we launched into Taiwan, and that is our gateway into Asia. And we are actually going to continue to expand globally. Our goal is to be in over 200 countries, which means that Arbonne will be a household name. We have a very generous and competitive compensation plan, and I'm going to touch base on it on the next slide. But there's a few people that I always like to brag about within our home office. The first one is our CEO, Kay Zanotti. She came to us in 2009, and she actually has over 20 years experience where she led 2 Fortune 500 companies, which were Procter and Gamble, as well as McDonald's. And then she came to us. She is very dedicated into bringing health and prosperity to the Arbonne community. From the product side, we have Dr. Peter Matravers, who's in charge of research and development. And then we also have Michael D'Arminio, who is the Chief Creative Officer. We call them the dynamic duo because they just keep us ahead of what's trending today. Dr. Peter Matravers owns over 20 international botanical patents. He is one of the top botanical scientists in the world, and he actually works exclusively with us. What I love about the both of them is that they don't believe in just creating products that are pure, safe, and beneficial for us to use, but that are also clean and green for the environment as well. Okay, so this is our generous compensation plan. I am going to be the first one to admit to you guys that when I first saw this, my eyes went directly to the National Vice President income, okay? But we do have 4 management levels with Arbonne, 4 income streams. So the first one is district manager. As a district manager in Canada, you're earning anywhere between $300 and it could go upwards. Again, it's the average. It all depends on your own personal efforts. Area manager, which is the second management level. As an area manager in Canada, anywhere between $1,600 upwards to $3,000 per month, again, depending on your own personal efforts. The other cool part about promoting to area manager is at that point, your business becomes an asset and you're able to will it and leave it to your beneficiary. So in my corporate job, God forbid something happened to me, the company wouldn't continue paying my family. Here, my business is willed to my husband and to my kids. Regional vice president, which is the third management level with Arbonne. It is a game changer for a lot of people. I call it the management level of choice. And the reason I say that is because by choice, I was able to quit my full-time career. And here you're earning anywhere between $6,500 upwards to about $10,000 per month. The other cool part about this management level is that's when you get a Mercedes-Benz cash bonus. So basically there's a bonus that you get monthly that goes towards Mercedes-Benz, and the only stipulation is that it has to be white. And of course, a national vice president, the car bonus is just a little bit more, it's $1,200. And as a national vice president in Canada, you earn anywhere between $20,000 per month with unlimited income potential. So what that actually means is that there's no limit. There's no glass ceiling. You know, the only way that that number continues to grow is when you help other people grow. So every time you help somebody else get a pay raise, you get a pay raise, which is such a beautiful way of doing life. Okay, in general, and it ends up being a win-win situation for everybody. So what is network marketing? I was the biggest skeptic of them all. I thought I knew what it was, and I made up all these stories about what it is, and I was so wrong. All it is, it's a distribution system via word of mouth. A lot of us know it by something called recommendation selling. Think about how many times you've recommended a product, a movie, a restaurant, a pair of shoes, lipstick, like whatever it is that you recommended, and then that person went and purchased that product, you know, that book that you recommended. Nobody's sending you a thank you check. Here, every time we recommend a product that ends up in a sale, we get compensated for it. A lot of people are still used to going into a traditional retail store. When you walk into a store and you pick up that product, you don't realize that that product goes through a bunch of different channels before it gets to the consumer. All those steps, those are all middlemen and they're all making money, but specifically advertising brings up the price 40 to 60% higher, and we as consumers end up paying for all those steps. In network marketing, it goes directly from the manufacturer, straight from Arbonne, through the consultant, directly to the consumer. So what happens is we end up skipping all those steps. And by skipping all those steps, the company is able to save a lot of money. And all the money that is saved goes into 3 places. Number 1, it goes back into research and development. So we're always on top of any new trends that are coming out. Number 2 goes into being able to offer a high prestige Swiss heritage product for something compared to price only, anything you would find or buy over the counter at a department store. So most people are able to afford that. And number 3, it goes back into the lucrative compensation plan for the consultants. So it goes back into our own pockets, which includes the commission, the car bonus, and the vacation and travel for us. So how do we do this business? Very simple concept. We tend to overcomplicate it time to time. So I'm just going to encourage everyone to keep it simple. We stop, we start, and we share. Prior to Arbonne, I had a monthly expense, and I used to go out and I used to support a lot of different brands. When I started my own Arbonne business, I took the exact same money that I was spending before, and now I started to support my own brand. I'm supporting my own online business. So now I'm getting these products at a wholesale price, but they're also much better and safer product for me and my family to use. But on top of that, once you promote to the first management level with Arbonne, which is a district manager, you actually get paid to use the products. And then I share that with others, and I share with them how they can do the exact same thing. So I'm sharing with them how they can become a client or preferred client and use the products at a discount. But I'm also sharing with them how they can not only use the products at a discount, but if they're interested, how they can turn this into a business as well. So I stopped buying other products, I started buying my own brand, and I started to share with others how they can do the same. Why Arbonne? Why now? The biggest reason is the fact that we own a consumable product. Think about how many times you walked into a store and you purchased shampoo. You use that shampoo, it goes down the drain, eventually it's going to run out, which means that you're going to go back to a store and you're going to buy shampoo again and again and again. But you guys are not the only ones that are using personal care products and showering. I just hope not. Everybody we know is doing the exact same thing, which is brilliant, because anytime I let someone try the products, right, they love them, they order them, they use them, it does run out eventually, which means that they reorder that. And that's what creates the reoccurring income within your own business. The demand for health and wellness is huge. We are right now on a tipping point of $1 trillion industry. It is actually the fastest growing industry on the planet today, and it is being fueled by the baby boomers. But the baby boomers are not the only ones that care about health and wellness. Every single generation, we are all getting so much more educated, not only about reading ingredients when it comes to products that we're consuming, but also reading our labels when it comes to products that we are putting on our skin. Ability to leverage your time. Once I got this, like once I actually understood what that meant, I could never go back. And I'll explain to you guys in the most simplest way. Imagine whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is you do, your job, your career, whatever it is that you do, imagine there were 5 of you. How much more would you be able to get done in a day, in a week, in a month, in a year, in 5 years, if there were 5 of you that were helping you get it done? That is exactly what the ability to leverage your time means. When I started my own Arbonne business, I dedicated about 10 hours a week. In those 10 hours a week, I share the products with people and I share the business with people. What started happening is I started to build a clientele of people that were interested in purchasing the product and using it. But then what else started happening is I started to find people that not only want to purchase the product at a discount, but now they want to earn an income for themselves. So now my job is to teach and train them on how to do Arbonne. So now it's 2 of us that are going out there and we're sharing the products and we're sharing the business with people. And just imagine over time, right? Over time, your organization can represent hundreds sometimes thousands of hours, and everybody's working together as a team. So instead of one person doing a lot, it's the other way around. It's about a lot of people doing little, working towards a massive, greater goal. Internet-based company. Today, you have to own an internet-based company in order to succeed, like with everything that's happening, with all these retail stores that are closing down. And that's exactly what Arbonne is. I can work Arbonne from anywhere around the world as long as I have my iPhone and an internet connection, which is a beautiful thing. So with this business, you're actually able to cross-border sponsor and start a business internationally without ever leaving your kitchen table, right? So right now, Arbonne is in Canada, the US, the UK, Australia, Poland, New Zealand, Taiwan, right? If you happen to know anyone who knows anyone, who knows anyone, who knows anyone in any of those countries, and eventually we're going to be everywhere, you can start your own online business. When somebody's interested in purchasing a product through me, everything is done online. The product gets drop shipped at their door. When somebody is interested in doing the business, we do the exact same thing. The only difference in between is that we teach, we train, and we help you to grow and expand your own network. Okay, so here we go. So the Arbonne product advantage. One makes our products unique. One makes them stand out. All our products are botanically based. What that means is that all the ingredients are derived from plants, fruits, and vegetables, meet science in the safest, purest way. We are pH correct and hyperallergenic, and that just means that all the ingredients are very gentle and kind on our skin. We are built on Swiss heritage. We abide by the European Union laws and regulations. In Europe, they're just much more strict in terms of what's allowed to be put into the product as opposed to here in North America. We are clinically tested. We've never tested on animals, and we have a few different certifications. First of all, we are vegan, we are gluten-free, and we're also kosher certified. It's really important to know what goes into our products, but it's equally important to know what does not go into our products. Sorry guys, give me one thing. Okay, so here we go. So all our products are formulated without animal byproducts, no artificial flavors or sweeteners. We don't have any mineral oil, which is a byproduct of benzene, of gasoline, and there's no reason for it to be put back into products. No parabens, no phthalates, no sodium lauryl sulfate. We just don't deem any of these ingredients to be safe enough to be put back into our products. If you're someone that is looking to learn more about our ingredient policy, please visit our website for more information. So here we go. We have the RE9 advanced clinical results, and we do have clinical results that prove that the anti-aging line, the RE9 line, is the #1 anti-aging line on the market today. It recently beat out the #1 multi-level marketing brand and the #1 retail brand. And these are the products that I said yes to. So originally, I did become a preferred client. I did try these products for a few days, and these products opened up my eyes, and I call it the Arbonne glow, but definitely noticed a difference in my skin, and that's when I started to look deeper into the business. So definitely highly, highly recommend. We came out with a brand new skin care technology in April of last year. It's called the Arbonne Intelligence Genius Ultra, and it is an actual device that has ultrasound waves which help the product penetrate deeper into your skin, leaving you with unbelievable results. If you go onto our website, if you ask the person that is sharing this presentation with you to give you some more information, there is unreal, I look at the before and afters pictures and I'm just in complete shock. So beautiful results with people that have been using it on their eyes with the eye cream, forehead, with the serum, laugh lines with the serum, and one of my favorite places to use it, and I've been religiously using it for the last for the last year or so, since April twice a day is on the lips. So you use it with our Intelligent Lip Treatment. You put it on your lips, and then literally for 1 minute on the third heating setting. So it's the hottest one on your lips for 1 minute. And the results have been unbelievable. So again, highly recommend you ask the person that invited you on this call to give you some more information about our Arbonne Intelligence Genius Ultra device. So we have a wide range of consumable products. We have over 350 products that people use every single day. The best part about this is the fact that I don't have to sell anything to anyone who isn't already using or buying somewhere else, right? So we have anything from babies all the way to anti-aging. We have a beautiful men's anti-aging line. We have so many different skincare lines for so many different skin types, specialty treatments, a beautiful hairline. My favorite is the Pure Vibrant, specifically for colored treated hair, and their oil, their hair serum is, or hair oil, hair serum is absolutely amazing. Highly recommend. And then of course the makeup line, the cosmetics line is top notch, and the nutrition and wellness line as well. So building your network of independent consultants and clients. I love the fact when you look at all these faces looking at you, everybody is so different, but these are all VPs within our company. And the best part about this business is that there's only a few ways to build an Arbonne business. And you really want balanced business of both business partners who are independent consultants as well as customers. So the different ways that you can build your Arbonne business, the first one is called a one-on-one results approach. It is a try before you buy type of approach. It is an appointment-based business. It is usually done at a coffee shop or at somebody's home. And what we do is we share with them what the Arbonne business is all about. And at the end of that, they go home with a business folder with business information, as well as full-size demo kit, full-size products for them to try in the comfort of their own home. And then we have a follow-up meeting. That's one way. The second way of building an Arbonne business is called group presentations, get-togethers, business launches, workshops. Honestly, whatever it is that you want to call it, as long as it's done in front of more than one person. We all know both, and we teach both, and then that person decides what they like better, what fits into their life better. So where do you see yourself? There's 3 ways to win with Arbonne. The first one is you can host. So you can host a get-together for the person that introduced you to Arbonne, and there's different host rewards. The second way is you can become a client or preferred client. A client is somebody that pays retail prices. Nobody really likes that. Most people do enjoy a discount. So there's a way that you can get 20% off for the entire year and a bunch of different preferred client benefits that are attached to that. And the third way is what I've chosen to do. So as an independent consultant, if you're someone that's looking to earn, we get anywhere between 35 to 50% discount. Of course, the unlimited income potential that we spoke about, the car bonus that we spoke about, and the committed leadership. For me personally, it was definitely the committed leadership that made me jump in and take that leap of faith 7.5 years ago. I was that type of person who came up with every story in my head of why Arbonne wasn't for me and my family. You know, I'm not a salesperson. I've never been a salesperson before. And I still don't consider myself as a salesperson. I was extremely shy to the point that public speaking would make me, literally, just thinking about public speaking would give me anxiety. Like, that's how shy I was throughout my entire life. And I'm still shy within. I just learned how to deal with it, right? I learned the skill that I need to in order to excel and put myself a little bit out there, right? But I'm still that same person. What else? I didn't have money 7.5 years ago to start my Arbonne business. I did not have time at all. I had three kids under the age of 5 by the age of 29. Okay, so trust me when I say I had no time. no money. I thought nobody's going to ever want to do this with me. Like, my biggest obstacle was like, who is ever going to want to do this with me? I was not confident whatsoever. I dealt with self-esteem issues my entire teenage life. Just like every objection, I had every objection, put it that way. I came up with every objection, every story of why this is absolutely something that I should never, ever, ever do. And I remember meeting up with my mentor and going through all these objections with her. And she asked me a question. And she said to me, well, what's your plan B? If something was to happen to you tomorrow and you walk into your corporate job where you think you have security, what's your plan B? And I've never thought about a plan B. It never crossed my mind. I've never discussed it with my husband. And at that time, my husband was beside me, and I kind of looked at him and I was like, tell me we have a plan B. And we looked at each other and we were like, never. Like, it's something that was never discussed. And she said to me a very famous quote that I'm going to share with all of you guys, which is the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. Was this different? Yes, this was so different. This was so stepping outside of my comfort zone. Was it worth it? It's still worth it. Absolutely 100% worth it. And I always say to people that success, if you look at successful people, it only lives outside of our comfort zone. Like, you're never going to find success in your own little tiny circle, right? You're always going to have to step outside of that to stretch yourself, to reach higher goals. And if you are someone on this presentation who is maybe ready for a change, maybe you're ready for something different, maybe you're ready for something new, something exciting, fun, maybe you just want to surround yourself with happy, fun, successful, nice people. Whether you're looking to start a hobby, although I highly recommend you don't do this as a hobby and you take it all the way. Maybe you're someone that's sitting here thinking, oh my God, I can totally do that, and I want to take it all the way to the top of this company. Like, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you dream of, whatever it is that your passion might be, because we all have different passions, right? Like, whatever it is, Arbonne is just the vehicle. Arbonne, I'm going to say that again, is just the vehicle that can lead you to whatever it is that you want, for you to live a life of your choice, life that you have designed, a life that you want to create, like whatever it is. Because I'm going to share with you guys that Arbonne has opened my eyes to so many new possibilities that I never even thought existed. Because of Arbonne, I was able to follow, to go travel to different countries where I can put my heart in, and it makes me feel amazing inside. I always say it makes my heart feel so good. But honestly, guys, because of Arbonne, I'm debt free. Like, we're debt free. Because of Arbonne, I can travel whenever I want. Because of Arbonne, I don't need to ask a boss anymore when I can go away or if I can take time off. Because of Arbonne, when my kids are sick, guess what? I give myself a day off and I can stay at home. Because of Arbonne, I make my own schedule. And yes, guys, I love working out. It's something that I'm very passionate about. And I make sure that I get a workout every single day. Because of Arbonne, I get to surround myself with the most amazing, positive, incredible human beings. And my kids get to surround themselves with that as well. Because of Arbonne, me and my family have more choice. If anything you heard today, if anything hit you in your stomach or kind of gave you that little, that cringe, made you cringe, if anything resonated with you, let the person that has shared this with you, let them know. Let them know where you stand between a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being, I do not want any pure, safe, and beneficial products. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in the business. 10 being, you know what? I'm in. I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for something different. I'm ready to surround myself and lock arms with happy, positive, successful people. Like whatever it is you're in. Maybe you're a 5 and you just need more information. Let them know so that they can give you the correct information in order for you to make an educated decision of whether or not this is something that is for you. And I'm going to leave you guys with one thing. There's so much evidence out there of people that were able to make this happen for themselves and for their families. People that have created a life of choice. I was able to do it. And if you would have asked me 7.5 years ago, if you would have asked anyone that knew me 7.5 years ago, they would tell you she could never, she'd never be able to get to the top management level because of all these objections, because of all these stories. So why not you? If I was able to do this, if so many other people were able to make this happen, why not you? And I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope this inspired you to dream big. Whatever it is that you're doing, just dream big. And if you're already someone that dreams big, I encourage you to dream bigger. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. Have a wonderful rest of the day.